Well, fantastic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our official cutoff day video explanation for Destination Travel Resorts. This is MD Brigham here from the beautiful Mile High city of Denver, Colorado, and I am very excited to share everything that's happening right now with Destination Travel Resorts. In fact, we've already become one of the fastest growing companies in the entire home-based business industry and the fastest growing company in the trillion-dollar travel industry. I want to start right there because most people don't realize quite how huge the travel industry is. When you take all the other industries on the internet and you combine them together, you are still not even as big as the travel industry alone. In other words, the travel industry is doing over $1 trillion a year in volume, 90% of which is booked online, is bigger than all other online industries combined. Now, though there are other travel companies out there, there has never been an opportunity to really tap into that $1 trillion pie quite like what we have here at Destination Travel Resorts. And that's why for those of you that have ever been on our opportunity calls, you heard people call again from all over the world. People are recognizing what we have. Leaders are coming aboard from many different companies, many of whom have actually been involved in other travel programs. But because they see what we bring from a product perspective as well as a compensation plan perspective, guys, people are excited about that. You see, when you truly understand the value of what you get with the Destination Travel Resorts packages, as well as our compensation plan, the first ever unified pay line, single line compensation plan powered by a power line driven system, those powerful marketing systems in the industry, it really makes sense. And it gives the average person an opportunity to generate some very significant life-changing income with this company. And the person who really goes to work and is able to build a bigger organization can make some very significant checks. In fact, it won't be a long time from now, very soon, where you're going to be seeing people earning, $1 million a month in this company. This is for real. This is a big opportunity for you to take advantage of in the travel business, but you've got to act now. You need to lock in your position right now. For many of you, your cutoff day is here. Now, I'm going to talk about what that means here in a few seconds, but let's first talk about our travel packages. We've talked about the travel industry, and what we've got as a product is powerful. We have 3 products. The first is our free cashback booking engine. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this, but when you understand the excitement that it brings to the other 2 packages, it really makes a lot of sense. Now, our first one is our cashback booking free travel booking engine. Now, what this is, it's just like Expedia, Travelocity, Orbitz, Priceline, and many of them out there. The difference is those companies pay millions and millions of dollars a year on advertising on television, radio, and print, everywhere to get you to go to their websites and book travel. Now, when you do, you might get a good deal, but you're not going to get anything else. Now, with cashbackbooking.com, what you get is the lowest prices on the internet, same as you'll see out there with other prices, in many cases even lower. The difference is you get a few dollars back every time you book. So instead of spending millions of dollars on expensive advertising to get you to go to the website, we pay you by simply telling others. So when you book travel reservations, whether it's hotel reservations, airfare, car rental, booking a cruise, whatever it may be, you're going to be able to earn money back just by booking. And when you tell other people how they can get their own cashback booking engine as well, then you have an opportunity also to earn back when they travel, and you're also going to get a percentage of their commissions as well. In fact, you're going to get paid 5 generations deep. So this part of our compensation plan, this part of our product line is a little bit separated from the other one, as I'm going to talk about it in a second because it's designed to go viral. We expect to have millions and millions and millions of people, which is already happening, using the cashback booking engine and generating a lot of revenue. The way the compensation plan works, you get 50% commissions generated every time you book a travel reservation. Now, the average commission is somewhere within the $6 to $8 range. I tell people you're not going to get rich when you book travel, but it's exciting to get a few bucks back, when otherwise, if you book anywhere else, you're not going to. And the nice thing is you're going to save a few bucks as well, so it just makes sense. Now, the exciting thing is that we pay 10% 5 generations deep. So anyone you introduce to cashback booking, we call it the friends referring friends, you're going to earn 10% override. You're also going to earn 10% to anyone they introduce. They introduce. We're talking 5 generations deep. So let me give you a quick example as we move on here. Let's just say that you post your cashback booking link on Facebook. You tell your people, hey, if you're going to book travel, check out my website. You'll save some money and you'll get a chance to earn a few dollars back when you do so. So let's just say they do the exact same thing. Or better yet, you post it out there and 10 of your friends join because they want to check it out. Plus, it just makes sense. Now, it doesn't matter if they actually purchase travel or not or book anything, but let's just say 10 of those people did the exact same thing you did, and those 10 told 10 of their friends. Now, literally, you would have 100 people on your second generation of friends. Now, if we were to take that out 3 more generations and each person just referring 10 people, and how do they do that? Again, using Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, emailing. Ladies and gentlemen, by 5 generations, you're going to have over 10,000 people in your organization. Now, normally when we share these type of numbers, especially in network marketing and these matrices, that, it never really happens that way. But watch this. With the free viral component, it's going to happen. In fact, in my opinion, these numbers are very conservative because most people, when they post their link out there for cashback booking, they have a chance to get 50 to 100 people to come in. I mean, if you're like me, I have close to 4,000 and 5,000 friends. And so you're talking about potentially 200 of them taking advantage of this right away because it just makes sense. Plus, it's free. It doesn't cost them anything. And so my thing is, when you book, you can actually compare it to Expedia, Travelocity, whoever's out there. And what you'll learn is that the rates are the lowest and you'll earn back money. It just makes sense. Okay, so again, let's just say 5 generations, 10 refer 10. You're talking over 100,000 people within your 5 generations. Now, let's just say each of these 100,000 people booked 1 travel reservation a year. Not 1 a month, not 1 every 6 months, just 1 a year. Let's say of those 10% that I mentioned, the average commission generated is between $6 to $8, which means 10% of that is right around 60 cents to 80 cents. So I want to be conservative. Let's say that you only earn 50 cents on each one of those people, and they only booked 1 travel reservation a year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 100,000 people times 50 cents. Do you understand that that's $50,000 a year in extra income for you just for telling 10 of your friends about a cool new idea that's totally free? Now, how fast do you honestly think that's going to spread? That's huge. And the thing that's amazing is that this has never, ever been done in the home-based business industry, nor has it been done in the travel industry or any other industry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely exciting, and this is an opportunity for you to get out there and spread the word and make some incredible income while you're building it up. Now, let's say only half of those people booked. You made an extra $25,000 to $30,000 a year just for telling 10 of your friends about a new concept. That's still more money than 99% of the people make in home-based business industry after have spent, thousands of dollars trying. This is 100% free cashback booking model. And let's take it a step the other way. Let's just say that each of those people don't just book 1 reservation a year, but instead they book 1 for their husband, 1 for their wife, or for the whole family. Or instead of 1 night, they book 2 or 3 nights. Instead of telling just 10 people, they tell 50. Guys, those numbers, the example 50,000 I used is very conservative. It's very realistic. We will have people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for free. How? Just by referring a few people to our cashback booking engine. So the first part of our program, the great thing about this, on top of being able to make some very significant supplemental income, and this may or may not be life-changing, but let's be honest, for most people, an extra $30,000 to $50,000 a year, it's life-changing. Now, for a lot of people, it's a very exciting extra income, but it's not life-changing to their lifestyle. So here's what I can tell you. The rest of our compensation plan, it is. Let's go take a look at that. Now, the cool thing about our cashback booking, not only does it help you make some extra money, but it also, for lack of a better word, a lead generator, an intro to the bigger packages where you can make some very big money on those people. So you give them an opportunity to get in for free, and then you share with them some other ways that they can make some money. Now, once they get excited about making money by referring their friends about a cool new way to make some money and save money by booking travel and telling their friends, they all get excited about making money. So when you can show them a way to make even more money with our other packages, they get extremely excited. So let's go ahead and talk about those. We have two other packages. First is our Travel Executive Package, which is $99 to start and $29 a month. Or you can actually get started for $399 for the entire year. So that way you don't have to worry about paying the $29.95 a month for the first year. And you also save 20% by doing it that way if you decide to go that route. So as you can imagine, most people, they go ahead and they get started at the travel executive level for the entire year. But for those of you that are more comfortable starting at the $99 and then paying the $29 a month, that's totally cool as well. Now, the way the $99 package works, you're going to receive discounts up to 60 to 70% off at Hot Weeks, at resorts, condos around the world. Now, I'll give you a quick example of just a few of the savings that people have experienced in our company using these discounts. And these are exclusive to Destination Travel Resorts. I tell people you can search the internet. You aren't going to find them anywhere else. Or if you do, you're probably going to have to spend thousands of dollars just to get access to them. Now, with Destination Travel Resorts, you'll get these discounts and Hot Weeks, everything involved, for $99, just $29 a month. And for an example, we have a couple who loves to ski. In fact, they were going to the beautiful state of Colorado up in Steamboat. And at the time, they were looking at different condos online. They were looking for vacation rental condos. Now, the cheapest they found online was $5,400 a week. Now, with Destination Travel Resorts, they got that condo for $2,100. That's more than 50% off, just off their condo alone. Plus, they were able to spend a little bit of money on airfare and travel to get there as well. So just that alone, the point is, the first time that you use this membership, for most people, you're going to save more than the $99 it costs to book it. So just like cashback booking, the Travel Executive Package just makes sense. Now, for people who enjoy traveling even more and like to take more exotic vacations, nicer vacations, I'm talking luxury style vacations, we have what's called our Travel Admiral Package. That's $1,600. It breaks down to $1,599 and then $29.95 a month, just like the executive membership. Or again, you can go ahead and pay $299 for the yearly, and that way you don't have to worry about the monthly. So now at $1,600, you get this Travel Admiral package. This, without question, is the most exclusive, most powerful travel package available anywhere. And like the Travel Executive Program, you're not going to come close to find these discounts anywhere. These are only available to Destination Travel Resorts members. You can get up to 85% off some of the best locations around the world. You can turn a $200 vacation into a $2,000 vacation, if that makes sense. In other words, if you have a budget of $1,500, instead of going to a place where you'll have to save money and budget in many cases, how about being able to go to a 5-star resort for the entire week and enjoy all of the commodities, all the extra things that go with it? We had a couple that recently was looking for a vacation in Hawaii and the Big Islands. The cheapest they found out there on the internet was $6,200. Now, they were able to get the same package with airfare included for $1,300 right here with Destination Travel Resorts. That's a savings of 80%, you all, on just one vacation alone. And again, just like that executive membership I talked about earlier, one vacation with our Travel Admiral package is going to save you more than the $1,600. Now, $1,600, it may sound like a lot. You know, if you try to find this stuff out there on the internet, you're not going to come close. And the thing is, you'll be able to make it back after your first vacation, so the value is there. Now, when you truly understand the power of the compensation plan, the benefits, and how everything works, I'm telling you, you're going to get very, very excited. So let's talk about that. This compensation plan is powerful. The first and only unified payline compensation plan in the entire industry. Now, what this means is, you know, you've seen the Powerline system. You've seen binaries and all that stuff. This is the first company where every single person in the entire company is in our downline, is in your team. you have an opportunity to get paid on them whether or not you had anything to do with them coming in or not. We don't do any of that tricky pool stuff or the tricky math and all that kind of stuff. This is a legit straight line compensation plan where you get paid on everyone who comes in. Now, the reason it is so important to lock in your position tonight, since tonight is cut off, remember Sunday night and Wednesday nights are cut off midnight Pacific time. That means everyone you see below you who has already become a member of Destination Travel Resort, whether they upgraded at the $99 position or at the $15.99, which is the Admiral. Remember now, the free cashback booking members, they're separate. They don't activate your membership. So again, joining cashback, it does not lock in your position when it comes down to the unified pay line. You must have a paid position at either the $99 level or the $15.99. Now, when you do that after midnight on Sunday night and Wednesday night, again, tonight being one of those cutoff days, which means all the members who have locked in their position by becoming a paid member will move to the top of that unified pay line above all the other people who have hesitated. That means by locking in your position tonight, not only will you have all of the people you currently see underneath you right now, but you're going to have every single person who signs up next week, next month, next year, over the next 3 years, I'm talking next 5, even 10 years, all of these people will be in your downline forever. But if you don't make the move by locking in your position tonight, all of the people that you currently see right now underneath you, they're going to actually move above you in the unified pay line, and they're going to get paid off of you rather than you getting paid off of them. Which very realistically, one person who goes to work and builds a big team could earn hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month on residual income. So that's why it's very important to lock in your position before those people. So that way you're getting paid on them instead of them getting paid on you. Plus, the longer you hesitate, the longer you wait, the more people that are going to move above you. And obviously, you want more of those people underneath you, right? You want to be able to get paid on them and have an opportunity to make more money. So again, lock in your position tonight, and I'm going to share with you in a few moments how to actually do that. When you introduce someone to Destination Travel Resorts, you're going to earn 25% Fast Start bonus on that first month membership, meaning the $99 or the $15.99. That's 25% of $99 is $25. We round it up to the next dollar, so it's really $100. So again, 25% of $1,600, which is $400. So, if you sign someone up at the travel executive level, which is $99, you're going to earn $25 Fast Start. Now, if you sign someone up at the $1,600, which is our travel Admiral level, you're going to get paid $400 Fast Start. Now, when those people start to duplicate those results because of the Powerline system, because of everything that we have and how easy it is to build a team, they are going to earn the 25%, and you're going to earn between 1% and 7% on everyone that they enroll. You're also going to earn 1% to 7% on everyone that those people enroll, and those people enroll, and those people enroll. This is infinite levels deep in your enroller tree, part of the compensation plan. Now, this part is separate from the unified pay line. This is all about what you do and the team that you've built and what they do. In other words, this has nothing to do with all the other people that you're seeing, okay? We'll talk about how you get paid on that part here in the back end, and we'll do that in just a few more moments. But this part, you all, is very, very exciting because that's 1 to 7% on every single person in your organization. That's between $1 to $7 on every $99 person that's joined, and between $16 and $112 that you're going to earn on every $1,600 Admiral person that has joined your organization as well. So let's just say that you're ranked at the platinum level, for example, and you can actually go ahead and get started there by locking in your position with the Admiral package. Now, at the platinum level, you will earn 3% on everyone that you enroll and everyone that those people also enroll. That means that's on top of the 25%. So instead of earning 25%, how about earning 28%? Which is an extra $48 on everyone who joins at the $1,600 level and an extra $3 at the $99 level. Now, $3, it might not sound like a lot of money, but course, $48 does. Now, the truth is both of them actually are, because if this company continues to grow, and ladies and gentlemen, we're putting in hundreds, even thousands and thousands of people a week in this company, and if they're joining your organization, then you're going to get paid on all of those. Whether you enrolled them or you did not enroll them, it doesn't matter. You can be earning between $1 and $112 on every single person in your organization. That's why it's very realistic and very possible. And this is where the huge money comes from in the compensation plan, especially on the front end and as the back end you all is continuing to evolve, okay? Now, we're going to have people, mark my word, making $20, $30, $50, upwards of $100,000 a week just from this Fast Start part of the compensation plan along with the overrides. Now, the other exciting thing about this compensation plan, and I talked about it briefly, is the monthly membership versus the yearly membership. Now, when someone enrolls at the yearly membership, you're also going to earn $44 in advanced appreciation bonus. Now, the appreciation bonus is a $4 commission that's paid to the enroller every single month that your new sign-up stays on that monthly $29.95 membership. So in other words, if you have gone out and you've enrolled 100 people at the monthly, that means that's an extra $400. Again, $4 times 100. And that's going to happen every single month on top of all the other dynamic areas to our compensation plan. But here's the kicker. If those people actually sign up for the yearly, then you're going to get that money in advance. Now, the first month, this is important, is paid out through the Fast Start. So it's 11 more months times the $4. So that's, again, an extra $44. So that means signing someone up at the Travel Admiral package and also the yearly means that you're going to be able to make $400 on that $1,600 plus up to $112, you all. That's more with the overrides, which is right around $512. Now, here's the thing. Plus another $44 on the advanced depreciation bonus, which is a total of $556 on each person that you personally enroll once you qualify at the highest level. So that means that literally you can make a minimum, if someone signs up with the yearly, $444 and then maximum $556. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a lot of money that we bring to the table. And that's why people are excited about this compensation plan, guys. And once you truly understand how it all works and all comes together and how that pays out, it will absolutely blow you away. You know, in my opinion, that's what's attracting so many top leaders all around the industry to Destination Travel Resorts. They have never seen a compensation plan that's this powerful, that has a system this powerful. And ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even started talking about the back-end money yet. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Now, first of all, just by locking in your position in the Unified Pay Line, as I talked about it earlier, you all, the benefits is that you're moving to the top and you're getting paid on all of those people below you. Now, that's more than enough. Now, on top of that, we're also going to give you a training bonus. That means just by locking in your position, and once you attend one of our training webinars, and we do the training webinars because this is the travel industry and there's a lot of regulation, there's a lot of rules, and there's some things that we can say and there's a lot of things that we cannot say. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that everyone knows what are the rules and what are the things that we can say, and just give you all that information. Our goal is to give you some awesome tips, some great strategies to help all of you really take that quantum leap out of the gate fast and build your team extremely quickly. So you attend one of those short 15 to 10 minute webinars and you're going to receive a training bonus whether you've enrolled anyone or not. The training bonus is 10% of your level that you come in at. In other words, you're going to get paid 1% of the first 10 people under you at the level that you've come in at. Very important. So you're going to receive 1% of the first travel executives at $99 level, okay? Or either the 1% of each of the first 10 admirals. That's if you joined at that level. Which means if you've joined at the executive level, you'll receive a $10 check. If you've joined at the admiral level, then you're going to receive a $160 check just by locking in your position and attending a short 10 to 15 minute training. How awesome is that? I mean, is that cool or what? You know, how many people, and this is something that I want to ask you, how many people have ever gotten into this industry and have never made a penny from any company? We hear about it all the time. Now, think about this. All they have to do is listen to a quick webinar that's going to teach them the fundamentals of what they need to do to be successful and help them get even more excited, start growing their team, and the company is going to mail a check to them the very next week. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely hot. Now let's go ahead and talk about the back end. We've talked about how you lock in your position and how you get paid on all of those people that are under you. You're going to also get paid 1% for the first 10 levels in your first organization, guaranteed every single month, whether you enroll anyone or not. This is your team and your downline, and it's also everyone else's downline. Folks, you have the opportunity to get paid on every single person in this company. Now here's the kicker. It's amazing. As you advance rank, you're going to earn a higher infinity bonus on all of those people under you. Now you can earn up to 7% of everyone that's under you in the power line, and that's everyone in the entire company. Now, these percentages are actually based on the $29.95 monthly. So 1% is 30 cents, you all. 7% is $2.10 on every single person in the entire company. Now, I want to tell you to have a little mind vision right here. Think about if there's 100,000 people in this company. What about millions when we have millions? Ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity to get paid on all of those. Now, on top of the infinity bonuses, we also have generational override as well. Now, obviously, there's no way that we can pay every single person $2 on every $29 membership. Now, just think of it this way. If we were to pay $2 to 100,000 people on every single $29 membership, obviously, y'all, that's taking out way more money than we're bringing in. That's $200,000 in pay. There's no way that this company would last. We wouldn't be around for very long. So here's what happens as people under you start to achieve a higher rank. They're going to block you out of the infinity bonuses. Now, this is where it's going to get exciting, because that does not necessarily mean that you're blocked completely out. It just means out of the infinity bonus section. But watch this. This is where the generational overrides will start to kick in, up to 7% of all that volume that's underneath you. In fact, here's how it works. You're going to be able to get paid for 2 generations of silvers in that unified pay line, 2 generations of gold, 3 generations of platinum, 4 generations of diamond, 5 generations of double diamond, 6 generations of diamond ambassadors. You all listen to this. 7 generations of crown ambassador overrides. Okay. Now I know that those terms might not mean anything to you all right now, but hear me out. That is so huge. Absolutely huge. Now, as you advance in rank and get paid deeper, and deeper in the unified pay line, and your monthly residuals are going up, and the fun thing, you all, is it's going up on people that you probably had nothing to do with joining the company. I'm talking exciting. And of course, last in our unified pay line, we also have one of my favorites, which is the matching bonuses. Now, matching bonuses are based on the people you do enroll, but it's based on what they're making from the unified pay line on people that perhaps they did not enroll. So not only are you getting paid on your unified pay line, you can also get paid on hundreds, even thousands of people's unified pay line because of the matching bonuses. Now, just so you know, those are paid out very similar to the generation ranks. That means you can earn up to 10% matching bonuses on every single person in your enrollatory organization on everything that they earn on their unified pay line. Now, I know that might seem a little tricky right away, but let me tell you something. Once you get it, it's going to make a lot of sense, you all, and it's going to be so worth it. So first of all, you're going to match 10% on everyone you personally enroll. So if you go out and you enroll 10 people personally, and let's just say, for an example, they each earn $100 on the unified pay line, that means you're going to receive a match of 10% on each one of them. That's $100 that you've earned. Now, it gets even better, because now what we're also going to do is you have an opportunity to match up to 10% of everyone that they enroll. So as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, you can literally pencil yourself into millions of dollars with this compensation plan. When you take the unified pay line, you take the infinity bonuses, the generational override, and with the matching bonuses based on rank and enrollatry, you all, this is extremely exciting. Last but not least, our quarterly leadership pools. Now, once you reach the rank of platinum or above, you're going to share 10% of every dollar that comes in on the back end, and that's based on the $29.95 every single month. Now, these are going to be split amongst all the people who qualify for the ranks of platinum, diamond, double diamond, diamond and ambassador, and crown ambassador based on those ranks, okay? So if you are a crown ambassador, you can get the crown ambassador pool, but you're not going to also get all the other pools. Again, everyone just participates in what we call one pool because it's so big and we don't want to dilute it. We want to make sure that you all are getting a fair piece of the pie and getting fully compensated for your hard work and your efforts, and share even more of the percentages of all the company volume and profits. That's just another cool thing. And again, those are paid out quarterly. So again, you have to be qualified at the highest rank for 2 of the 3 months of those quarters to get paid in the leadership pool of those ranks, okay? I hope that makes sense. Now, what I'm going to share with all of you right now during this video presentation is extremely urgent, okay? We've talked about how lucrative this compensation plan, how huge and profitable you can be by working your destination travel resorts business, okay? I think you all can clearly see this. Now, what I'm going to share with all of you is when you get started at the Travel Admiral level, again, that $1,600 level, by the end of the month, on top of everything else that we've talked about, you will also participate in our Founders Pool. Okay, now again, this is a one-time qualification opportunity. Now, again, you'll need to make sure that you connect with the company to find out if this is still available. So how do you qualify? It's very simple. You can qualify by joining as a Travel Admiral at the $1,600 level, or again, you can qualify by joining as an executive for $99 and then enrolling 5 Travel Admirals at $1,600 each again within your first 30 days. So basically, by this time next month, you must enroll 5 Admirals. Now, most people just get started at the $1,600 level, so they qualify. Now, the Founders Pool is 3% of the entire company profits. So we're talking 3% of every dollar that the company makes for a lifetime. Now, they are offering us, everyone who gets in early before the end of the month, before we really hit what we call critical momentum and start bringing in the masses, you all. And here's the deal. We're already open and working and operating in over 50 to 60 countries around the world, and we're just getting started. This opportunity, it is on the map. Just like you're here, people from other companies, other countries, they're coming aboard. And here's my thing is, you are all one of the first and only people ever to have an opportunity to participate and join our Founders Club and share in 3% of the entire company revenue for life. This is also a quarterly pool that's paid out as a profit sharing pool. In other words, you're going to share a 3% all the profits that the company makes for as long as you are actively paying your $29.95 monthly membership. It's only available for people who join now. So that means the millions, the hundreds of millions, potentially billions of dollars. Remember, this is travel that the company makes. You will get a piece of what we call the Founders Pool. You're going to get 3% of the company, remember? And you have an opportunity to get a piece of that pie just by locking in your position at the Admiral package, which most people will get anyway before the end of the month. And if you don't have enough incentive before now, my thing is you should have plenty of incentive right now to get yourself locked in. You do not want to miss out on the Admiral package with this company, you all. I believe that this will be the biggest travel company ever seen in the home-based business industry, and probably one of the biggest companies in general in the entire home-based business industry. With that, all you have to do to lock in your position is go to any of the emails that you've received from Destination Travel Resorts, click on the link that says click here to join now, or you can go straight to www.destinationtravelresorts.com or www.checkmyteam.com. And if you are a pre-enrollee, you can simply log in with your email at the top of the box, click the Join Now link, and again, there are 4 options to join, 2 executive options, 2 Abno options, and you can get started with the yearly or monthly for either one. So at the Travel Executive Package, which is $99, if you get started at the yearly, then what we're going to do, we're going to actually give you the gold rank for your first 2 months in the company. So you get started at the yearly, you're going to end up saving money and get grandfathered in as a gold for the first 2 months. So you're going to qualify for higher commissions. That's more matching bonuses. Very exciting things that you're going to get. My thing is, we're not looking for people who are just, going to try this out for a couple of months and see what happens. We're looking for long-term people who are trying to make money with our company, Destination Travel Resorts. Now, 2 options at the Abno package. Again, $1,600 with $29.95 a month, or $1,899 with no monthly fee for the first 12 months. Now, this will allow you to save up to 20% off the monthly compared to the yearly. And either one of those now, it will qualify you at the platinum level of rank, so that way you get qualified on more generations in Fast Star, more money when you enroll someone. How about more matching bonuses and deeper pay in the Unified Pay line? Just all around, it's going to give you more money and really a head start in building your team. So what do you want to do? You want to lock in your position with the Founders Pool available now. Not only do you want to get in tonight, but also because it's cutoff, okay? But also you want to tell as many people as you can now. Don't wait. If you tell someone next month and they want to get a piece of that Founders Pool, it perhaps might be too late. And my thing is, I don't want someone upset with you because you didn't tell them earlier. So don't allow your friends to miss out on this opportunity. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to personally welcome you to Destination Travel Resorts family. Goodbye, and we look forward to seeing each and every one of you on the sandy beaches of the world.